was last September, right after Labor Day, and when I went to CCI for my regular checkup. So there was, while I was talking to my doctor, there was a little card on the desk that said low-dose CT scans for smokers or people that have ever heavy smokers, ex-smokers, or current smokers. So I asked my doctor about it, and I said, I used to smoke. I haven't smoked for 5 years, but I was a smoker for a long time because I started smoking young when there was, they didn't have the cautions on the packs back then, and I'd smoked for a long time. So I asked him, what I needed to do to to get scheduled for this CT scan. So he said he would set it up. He set it up for I think the next week. I went in and I had the CT scan done, and it was just like 2 or 3 days. The nurse called me and she said, there's a little spot, she said, on your left lung. So we would like you to come in and do a follow-up and have some more tests made. So I did. I went in the next week. Of course, that scares you to death. I went in and I had a PET scan done with contrast. And I can't remember. It was about 5 days. I think it was the following week. I had an appointment with my doctor, Dr. Bedoya. I went in and he explained, there's a little something on your left lung. It's deep within the lung. We're not sure what it can be nothing. It might not be anything. It might just be some infection or something that was there at one time, left some scar tissue, whatever. But he said instead of taking a wait-and-see attitude, he would prefer to be aggressive, and he wanted to send me to a thoracic surgeon to get an opinion. So he sent all my test results, the scans, over to Dr. Holden. And I went in and he explained that it could possibly be absolutely nothing to worry about. But based on his experience, it did look like cancer cells to him. So he explained all the different, what he would do, the surgery, what it entailed. And, that's not an easy thing to hear, so. So I went home and I thought about it, and I read everything on the internet I could find about it. And the nurse called me from the surgeon's office and said Dr. Holden wanted to start me on some antibiotics to see if it was some kind of infection. Some strong antibiotics might clear it up. So I did that for 10 days. I went back in, I had a chest x-ray, and there was no difference. It still looked the same. I decided to have the surgery here. I called the doctor, and I had the surgery on November the 19th, the week before Thanksgiving. They removed it was cancer. They removed the upper lung, left lung, and some lymph nodes. It was contained. It had not spread. So, no further treatments. Had I not had that lung scan at CCI, had I not seen that little card, then, who knows.